Making moves, making moves, making everybody move, making moves, making moves, making everybody, jump, jump, everybody, jump, jump. Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days. So today we've got another figure review for you, and this one is a battle pack, and it is Series 39 of the Prime Time Players. Now I love the Prime Time Players. I just think they're really so much fun. I like Darren Young. I think that he's quite a good wrestler. I think that he doesn't do any real high spots, but I just think he's very tidy, and I think he goes about his work well, and I think these two work really well as a team, but it's the power, isn't it? The power of Titus O'Neil. You know, one of the most powerful guys on the roster at the moment. Real shame what happened to these guys as well. You know, Titus made that stupid mistake of grabbing Vince. I think it was at the Daniel Bryan retirement show on Raw. Vince was about to leave the stage. Everyone was on the stage clapping and applauding Daniel. Vince was about to walk away and Titus grabs, I think it was the hand of Vince, basically to say, no, let Steph go first, you know, ladies first and whatever. Vince didn't like that. You don't grab a billionaire, and Titus was suspended. I think it was originally for 90 days. It went down to 60 days. And we've not seen the Primetime Players since. They weren't doing much, to tell the truth, before that point. Titus was doing a lot of singles work anyway, so I'm not saying they'd split, but they weren't really on the cards. But I think there's little to no chance you'll see them now. I know that Darren Young has gone off on a separate path. He's now got he's been mentored, isn't he, by Bob Backlund of all people, an absolute legend. I'm really excited to see how that all pans out. At Primetime didn't really achieve, you know, masses of amounts of success. They joined the WWE via NXT in 2012. I think in 2012 they got called up to the main roster as well, and really they were just there until 2014. They started to have a feud amongst themselves, like the team really broke down, but they didn't really have any success as single stars, so they reunited in 2015, and that was when they had their best year. You know, they beat the New Day for the tag team titles. They are former tag team champions, the Primetime Players. They are actually currently the team that the New Day beat for the titles. The New Day obviously have had the titles at the moment for like 270 odd days, but the team they beat was the Primetime Players. So these guys were the champions before the New Day. So they held those titles, I think, for about 70 odd days. So it wasn't a short run or anything. But it really is their only kind of success that they enjoyed. But it's a real shame because I love the entrance music. Started off with that like whistle, and they were doing the dance as well. Was it the $1 million shuffle or something? I can't quite remember what it was called now. That's where they put the arms on each other and they do that on the entrance ramp. I tell you, every time I saw them at home, I was doing it as well. Just great fun. Just really good fun, and I'm pleased that there's another set of these. There was a set before for the Primetime Players, came with a stop sign. I think, I can't remember the series. I know it was in the 20s, Battle Pack 20 something, 21 maybe. But I think this is the better one for me. I really like this. I like the ring attire on this. The accessories aren't brilliant. You get like a little whistle and you get a comb. I mean, both of those, I think, are for Darren. Obviously, Titus hasn't got any hair, so I can't imagine he uses the comb. But let's have a look at the packaging anyway. There's the figures. It's in the new style packaging, or the newer style packaging. Other ones in this series, you can see you get Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, which is a really cool pack. This one, Darren Young, Titus O'Neil. And then also the John Cena, Kevin Owens battle pack as well, which obviously plays on their rivalry from last year. And that's it really, apart from a picture of Titus and Darren there as well. It's a SmackDown pack for whatever reason. So yeah, let's get this open. I'm really excited to get this one open. I really want to see what it looks like. Okay, so got the figures out, and they're a little weighty. There's a couple of things I really like about them. The first one is I didn't notice it at the time, but I'm not sure if you can pick it up. But on the front of the trunks, it says Titus, and on the front of Young's trunks, it says D Young. So I never noticed that before. So I think that's a nice touch. And then on the back of both, it's kind of the same. It's got like a load of dollar bills and everything, and it says Prime Time Players, and exactly the same on the reverse of Darren Young's as well. Let's have a look at Darren Young first of all. I think the face scan on Darren Young is okay. It's not the strongest face scan in the world. I think that they've been a bit aggressive with the paint as well. Like the colouring is certainly on those kind of side pieces there. It's really striking, and a little bit too full on. So not massively into the face hair kind of bit on this. I think the body type is okay, but it feels a little generic. Doesn't feel like this is, perfect for Darren Young. I think that the kind of ring attire is okay. It's just got like the one tattoo bit on there. The pads, I think the knee pads are pretty cool because they're quite big and quite in line with what Darren was having. There's not masses to say about this figure. It's pretty basic. I like the detail on the trunks. I like the knee pads, and I think the body type's a bit generic, and I think the face scan is okay. That for me is it's about a 7, a low 7. So not the greatest figure in the world once you actually get it out. I think a better figure is the Titus figure. The only criticism I have of this is that this figure kind of feels like it's not muscular enough. If you kind of compare it to Darren Young, I'd say Darren Young kind of looks a little more muscular than what Titus does, and Titus is the powerhouse. So I would say they've got the body slightly wrong on Titus. I think his arms are pretty good. There is a tattoo which is quite difficult to make out on the arm there. I like the ring attire. It's the same as what Darren Young's got. Bald head, so there's no painting issues. I think the face scan on this one is much stronger. So I think that they've got Titus O'Neil's face better, but his body's not as strong. Whereas on that one, I think the body's generic, but I think it fits Darren Young better. It's just his face isn't as strong. I think the face is more important though, so I would say that this is still a 7, but really on the verge of an 8 because of the face, but the body just doesn't feel right on that. I would say together you've got 2 differing 7s on there, and then you've got some pretty poor accessories. You've got a comb, so pop that in Darren Young's hand because we know that goes with Darren Young. And then you've got this really quite fragile whistle, which we can put over on Titus as so, and that's it. That is the Prime Time Players. Really difficult to score on this one. I like a few elements and I don't like a few elements. I would say that this is a strong 7. It could be a weak 8, but I'll stick with a strong 7 for this because I just think there's a few elements there that aren't 100%, but still love them. I'm pleased to have them in my collection, and I can get them on the shelf as well for current superstars, which needs filling out a little bit, so quite excited for that. Cool. If you've got these guys, let me know what you think. As I say, they're not bad by any means, but I just think that there's a few bits that could have been better. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter, Wrestling Days UK, and if you haven't subscribed already, it'd be brilliant if you did, because I'll have more figure reviews coming up soon. Really excited to see what the future holds for Darren Young now that he's got Bob Backlund in his corner. And, well, you know, Titus is back as well. He's back from his suspension. He's a powerhouse. If they use him right, he could be a big player. So I think the future's bright for these guys, just maybe not as a tag team. Cool. Thanks a lot for watching. And hopefully I'll see you again. Oh, hang on. Can I get him to do the dance? Oh, if the arm doesn't move so you can't do the dance, then that is stupid. You can't, you know. I can't get them to do the... does that kind of work? Oh, this is annoying. This is really, really annoying. Doesn't... That's the best I can kind of get it. Oh, man. Right, thanks a lot for watching. See you again next time. Making moves, making everybody move, making moves, making everybody